Hey friends, welcome back to this channel. My name is Stacy here at Stacy Makes, and thank you for being here. If you are new, we talk about all things crochet, market prepping, patterns, markets, all of those fun things. If you are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining me again. So I got my shirt on that I got at Hobnob last week, Don't Let the Hard Days Win, which will soon be covered in little white dolly hairs from my dog probably. But beside the point, I'm going to walk you guys through this week of market prepping. If you remember or don't remember, when I came home from Hobnob last week, I had a little over $1,000 worth of inventory. I don't know exactly how much. I do need to go through it and just kind of do a little bit of inventory. But outside of my big anchor and my big squid, I probably have right at $1,000 and that's it. And that's mostly medium to larger size stuff. Most of my small stuff is just gone. So I'm focusing mostly on the small stuff and then the medium-ish stuff that just sold out, which was my dolly, the dachshunds, all of my turtles are gone. And then kind of just focusing on maybe another cow or elephant in those sizes, and then $5, $10, $12 items, bunch of cats. Loaf things from April sold out like crazy. So those kinds of things is what my focus list contains. And so I'm just sitting down and what I feel like making. I'm looking at my focus list and thinking, okay, I can make that, and I'll get the yarn all out and I'll just try to do what I can. So I started off this last week on Sunday with I had filmed and was uploading, and everything went out Monday instead of Sunday because it just took so long to edit that super long video, which I know you guys enjoyed all the extra footage and everything, but it does take extra long, and I was tired and that was just a lot. But I did manage to make a few things on Sunday in between editing. So here is my Sunday haul. So I started off the day by making a couple mini octos. These I sell for $5. I just took a couple smaller partial skeins of yarn to my mom's and did these at lunchtime after we got done eating. So I have these three $5 mini octos, which is a pattern from All From Jade that I modify slightly to do it all in one piece. Then I came home and got out this skein of yarn and was like, I need to make... let's just finish off this skein of yarn. So I got this skein of yarn out. I think it's called Beach Foam. It's really soft. Any Caraway's mini kitty size. This is, I'm going to do 14 on these with 20 millimeter sinker eyes. And then this is Drift the Octopus from the Crochet Carpenter, which was on my list because I sold all the ones I had. And these are pretty fast for $20 makes. So I finished this skein of yarn and made these two. I actually had this elephant started. This is Poggy's Place, not the smallest Critterlings. It's not the newest one. It's the one the size above that, and it's the elephant. And I had started it, but I just needed to finish it before I started it before I left for the show and left it here. So a little elephant I'm going to put in the $10 bin, and then I went ahead and made one loaf animal from April, Catch the Cow in the Highland version with the horns and the Highland hair, pretty little eyes. I love this guy. I love his eyes, are so pretty. And I'm going to do 20 on this guy. Okay, so Sunday, this is my Sunday bin. I did $79 worth of inventory on Sunday. Then we got into Monday. At my lunch break at work, I have just a select basket of little yarns underneath my desk. So when I have time, my lunch breaks only, I try to make something. I made one of my $5 stingrays. That comes from a free pattern on Instagram. And then while I was making this, I was like, I only had Elise Veludo yarn with me, but I wanted to make... I have been making this exact size in Posh and putting it on a keychain, but I thought, you know what, let's make a smaller version of this. So I made, just freehanded a little pattern of tiny little stingrays. These are even smaller, but I did them in Elise Veludo. If you can see them. and put them on keychains. So I did 2 $6 little keychains and a $5 stingray. Grabbed another skein of yarn that I wanted to finish out, and so I did a drift and a mini octo is what I was able to get out of that yarn. So another $20 drift and another $5 octo. And then I was ready to do something a little more fun and bigger. I had done enough little mini things. I needed to break up the monotony. So on my list is just turtles, I need to make turtles of all sizes. I've sold every single turtle that we had, all the way from my little baby turtles up to the fanciest turtle I took, which is probably my cupcake turtle, all sold. So I made this happy turtle crochet cheeseburger turtle, which I think is just fantastic. So fun. Got a little lettuce and ketchup, cheese, burger on here. I hand painted these eyes, which are kind of a greeny gold glitter. This is all Premier Basics chenille, and it probably a 6.5mm hook, I would guess. If you're not familiar with her turtle patterns, this is the first time I made her cheeseburger, but I have like all of them, and I just hadn't made the cheeseburger yet. If you're not familiar with her patterns, you make the fins all ahead of time, you make the head, and then you work the shell however she tells you to work the shell. Some of them are work bottom up, some of them are work top up, I think. And these get sewn and crocheted into the round, and then you do have to sew this head on. But it's really easy because it just goes between where the flippers are and kind of over where all the color changes are, which is nice because then it covers up that transition. So adorable. I love this cheeseburger. I'm going to put 40 on this. It took me a little under 2 hours to do, but I'm going to put 40 on it. I could probably get more out of it, but it's cute. It's adorable. And all the links to all the patterns will be down below. Okay, so that was Monday. A stingray, 2 keychains, a mini octo, a drift, the octo, which makes 2 drifts now, and this cheeseburger turtle. The big mix of Monday night. $82. Okay, so we were on a roll. Tuesday came. Tuesday came. I did this was my lunch break make. I did a pocket frog free pattern from Lacrome, I think, on Instagram. A little $6 keychain. I did this pig keychain. This pig is the new Critterlings pig from Poggy's Place. I just put it on a keychain. So adorable. That'll be an $8 keychain. And then I started and finished 2 Tice the Turtles. This is Tara, my daughter's pattern from Old Soul Factory. No-sew pattern, super quick. I do these for 16. You just make the heads ahead of time and then everything gets made into the round. The flippers are made in the round, not even crocheted in the round, but made in the round. Super quick pattern. Great market make. And she has a bigger version of this too, called Titus, but this is Tice. And then I did 2 baby turtles, which these are a free pattern on Instagram, lmsart.co. A Premier Basic chenille, and I have decided I think I'm going to up the price of these baby turtles to $10, and I think I'm going to get rid of my $8 bin. I think I'm just going to do 5s and 10s. Okay, and then I did a chicken on a swing. So this is another Critterlings pattern from Poggy's Place, except I did do an extra round between the wings and the feet, and I did the feet mod that kind of hang. I love his little feet. I did an extra round because all of my other swings are taller, and I love his squattiness, would be great for a keychain, but on the swing I was just afraid he would look that much smaller than everything else, and I do my swings for 12, so I just added an extra round between the wings and the feet to give him a little bit more height. So adorable. I love him, his little feet. Okay, that was that was Tuesday. $78. Okay, Wednesday came and I needed to work on the safety eyes. So Wednesday night I came home and I spent an hour and a half to 2 hours Wednesday night working on eyes. And then I did that again on Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday I took a little break. My hands were a little tired. I had almost $80 days, 3 days in a row, and that's after a full-time job, guys. I work a full-time job. But what I did get done on Wednesday was I did make one jellyfish. This is a my free pattern on Instagram, Junior the Jellyfish, and this is Burnett's Granny Square blanket yarn. Just changes colors on you. That's why it's all different colors. And I decided to not put any eyes on this so that I would have, I had embroidered eyes on a few of mine and put eyes in some of them and they all sold, but I just think it would be nice just to say all my jellyfish now don't have eyes and so they're baby safe. And then I did 3 more keychains that night. This is Just a Mom Crocheting's like little mini food group. I did a cheeseburger and I did 2 slices of pizza. 1 different little faces. And I do 8 on these. So I did 3 $8 keychains. And the jellyfish I do for $15. So Wednesday night I had a $39 night. Okay, Thursday I also worked on eyes. I told you guys I, got safety eye calendars going out. I just packed up the first 10 yesterday because I spent a lot of my Saturday making eyes. Yesterday morning I woke up and spent like the whole morning doing eyes for the safety eye calendars, and I was able to get 10 total calendars out between Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday's makes. But what I did get done on Thursday was this baby turtle, which is the LMS art pattern with a little mod for the flippers. So I'm going to do 10 on that. And I did 2 keychains. This is Just a Mom Crocheting's little duck, and this is her mini capybara. And I'm going to do 8 on both of these. So I had $26 worth on Thursday. Okay, and so that leaves us with Friday and Saturday. Friday, I made this baby turtle on my lunch break. $10. I tried a new pattern Friday. I had the pattern for a long time, but had not made it yet. And that was this little duck with a chef hat. And I decided to put it on a swing. Swing chef duck. It'll be 12. And then I sat down with a basket full of Elise Veluto scraps. Not scraps, just a bunch of tiny pieces or partial skeins of what was left from making a lot of the stuff that I had done this week, like the ducks and the little keychains and stuff. So I had this whole basket full, and there was just, I took out the great big skeins and left the ones that were just almost gone, and decided to do some scrappy spiders because spiders is on my list. This is the Jumping Spider by Handmade by Nickel. Completely out. I sold 10, I think, of them at this last show, and I sell them for $10. So I made scrappy spiders. So they, almost all of them, I think all of them, excuse me, are different colors because I would run out of a yarn. There's a yellow that has a little yellow butt. And then this blue has a brown. A white that has a brown. And the last one, as I got 5 done, he looks like a kiwi fruit. He's like a pistachio-y color, avocado-y color, and chocolate brown. So here is the 5 scrappy spiders that I got done. Sorry. 5 scrappy spiders I got done Friday night. So Friday night I did $72 worth. And that leaves me with Saturday. And you're probably thinking, wow, Saturday, you had all day Saturday because you don't have to work on a Saturday. You probably got the most done on a Saturday. No, I did not. Because I did take most of the day yesterday and worked on the safety eye calendars, which is also, you know, fun for me. So, and it gives my hands a really nice break because when you're market prepping like this, and I'm trying to switch between yarns and hook sizes also, but definitely your hands need a break. So I made another Drift the Octo. And then what was left of that skein, I made a mini octo. So now I did 3 drifts this week. And then I decided to do a Dolly the Dachshund, which is my pattern. And this is the laying down version. I had 5 of these and I sold them all at the last show. So I had no dollies left. I think I'm going to charge $28 for this after making it again, especially this 2-colored version. I was watching TV though and I was super tired, but I think for the time and effort, definitely I'm going to do $25 for this. If it had been a solid one, it may have taken me less time, and I was distracted. So Saturday I made $53 worth. So 1, 2. Okay, so my total for the week was $429 worth of inventory, which there are a lot of weeks where I can only get half done when I'm not really pushing the market prep small stuff and things as well. I get half of that done. So $429 in a week, and I work full time, is fabulous. I was super proud of myself this week. I don't know if I'll be able to carry that into this next week. I still need to finish safety eye calendars, and you know, I have to go out of town next weekend. So I don't know if I will be able to keep that going, but for this week, I just added over $400 of inventory to the 1,000 that I have. So I'd really like to have at least 2,200 in inventory going into the next show, not counting my 2 great big things. And to do that, I'm going to have to, I got 3 weeks left, and I'm going to have to pull off about 300 every week to make that happen. So we will see if I'm able to do that. So all together, let me put these in this bin. Oh my gosh, so many things, guys. Like, this is all of them. Let's see if I can. These 3 bins. That's crazy. Crazy. 3 bins worth of stuff. A couple big things, lots of small stuff. Total, I only made 6 $5 items between the mini octos and I think just 1 stingray. But I did make 9 keychains, which was great. I only made 2 swings all week. And I was able to make, let's see, how many turtles did I make? Because turtles are on my list and I definitely want to make more turtles. I made the 1 great big cheeseburger turtle and then the 2 smaller Tice the turtles. And then I made 1, 2, 3, 4 baby turtles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I made 7 turtles this week total between very small ones and larger ones. 3 Drift the Octos, which those are so fast, 35 minutes. So ish. I had a great week. The new patterns I tried this week was the cheeseburger turtle and the chef hat duck. And I think everything else was stuff that I had. Don't have any safety eye calendars left, so if you missed that this week. But my plan is that I'm going to finish the ones I've sold. I got 6 more to make and get shipped out. And then if I have extras, I'm going to sell them, not a pre-order, but they're going to be already ready to go. So I will let you know. I will post on my YouTube and or my Instagram and let you know if I end up having extras of those. They'll be in my Instagram story maybe, or my YouTube community post. I'm not sure which. So be watching for that if you're wanting to get a Safety Eye advent calendar. The next set that I put up probably won't be a pre-order. It'll actually be in stock. And then I will just get those shipped out so that I can get to market prepping and move on with the haul. Several of you asked about my sales tracker, and I will try to work on that and put it up on Canva, and I'll probably just list it really cheap on Etsy, and it'll just have a link where you guys can go into Canva and do a little bit of editing if you need to, and then customize it a little bit to your own needs, and then you can have it printed through Canva, or you can just print it yourself on your printer. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys this week. Sorry it is such a short video and I ran through it all, but it was a very productive week, and I am so excited to see what I can get done this week. Probably not as much, but I'm gonna try. So thank you guys for sticking with me, and stay tuned for a little Dasha Dolly, my puppy, if you want to see a little video of her this week. And we will talk to you guys next week. Have a great one. We'll see you. Bye.
Hello, baby. Is that your favorite spot? Your favorite spot right there? It's hot, isn't it? Right there? Ooh, it feels good.